This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Open the passenger's door and pull the bonnet release handle. Lift the safety catch and open the bonnet. Unclip the support prop from the wing and engage the end with the hole in the underside of the bonnet. Depress the release buttons and disconnect the breather hose from the cylinder head cover, air intake duct and manifold. Disconnect the wiring plug from the top of the ignition coil unit and unclip the wiring loom. Slacken and undo the bolt at each end, then pull the ignition coil unit upwards from the top of the spark plugs. Unscrew the plugs using a spark plug spanner, suitable box spanner, or a deep socketed extension bar. Keep the socket aligned with the spark plug. If it is forcibly moved to one side, the ceramic insulator may be broken off. The spark plug electrode gap is of considerable importance, as if it is too large or too small, the size of the spark and its efficiency will be seriously impaired. The gap should be set to 0.9 mm. Note that the electrode gap on multi-electrode spark plugs cannot be adjusted. To set the gap on single electrode plugs, measure the gap with a feeler blade, and then bend open or closed the outer plug electrode until the correct gap is achieved. The centre electrode should never be bent. If using feeler blades, the gap is correct when the appropriate size blade is a firm sliding fit. It is very often difficult to insert spark plugs into their holes without cross-threading them. To avoid this possibility, fit a short length of 8 mm internal diameter rubber hose over the end of the spark plug. The flexible hose acts as a universal joint to help align the plug with the plug hole. Should the plug begin to cross-thread, the hose will slip on the spark plug, preventing thread damage to the cylinder head. Remove the rubber hose and tighten the plug to the specified torque using the spark plug socket and a torque wrench. Refit the remaining spark plugs in the same manner. Refit the ignition coil unit, aligning the HT extension pillars with the spark plugs, and then pressing it down firmly into place. Insert the retaining bolts at each end of the ignition coil and tighten them securely. Reconnect the ignition coil wiring plug and clip the loom into place. Manoeuvre the breather hose assembly into position, then reconnect it to the cylinder head cover, air intake duct and manifold by pressing the connectors firmly onto the ports. Detach the support prop from the bonnet and clip it into place on the wing. Firmly lower the bonnet and check it's secure.